Those are the ones, take the laces out of them, bin them.
Right, live video is starting. Let's just double check. Look at the state of me this
You look fine.
I look horrible.
Just going to double check the
Right, you're live now. Okay. Hello, hope we can all hear me. Just double checking everything before we start. Can anyone hear me okay? You haven't got no, we'll wait for people. Or we'll wait to see if we're going live. Are we going live now? Hello?
Yeah, fine.
Is there anybody out there? Hello? How are we all? Hope we are all doing okay. You haven't got no, we'll wait for. So this is the first live, obviously, me introducing myself as Raven. So I'm really excited about that. I'm still getting used to calling myself Raven, and it's really hard because I still sometimes forget to sign my name, Raven. But it's okay, I will get used to it. Obviously, Richard's still not used to it, so he calls me Rav for short. So this is just a quick, well, it won't be a quick catch up by the time I've finished. You know, you'll all be like, oh, hurry up and shut up, hurry up and go home and whatever.
Absolutely.
So what have we been up to? Well, obviously, those who saw my quick little video on the tunnel, I have to say, I am absolutely, it blew my mind, that investigation, because I did that little video where I gave you a preview of the tunnel, and I didn't exactly go in the tunnel, but yesterday me and Sally and Richard, we did an investigation. And
Friday, not yesterday.
Friday, sorry, thank you, Richard just correct me, we did it Friday. Is that tunnel haunted? Yes, it is, very, very much so. And I was quite disheartened because when I went to check it out, obviously I uploaded that little video, but unfortunately I found out later on that evening that another paranormal group had gone there, so I didn't think it was going to be much good and I didn't get much responses, but it blew my mind with what responses I got. And it is a place of interest for paranormal investigators. So if you want to go, even if you're not an investigator and you want to go out and check it, do so. It's brilliant. So that's that video that went up last night. We did Friday. Now, this is still confusing to some people, and I really do apologize. But because we've done so many videos in advance now, there are still going to be some videos that will still have me introduce myself as Joe or Joanne. But these were done weeks and months before I changed my name. So some of the videos you will see me as Raven, and then other times you will see me as Joe or Joanne. But anyway, so I hope that clarifies that. I am 100% Raven now. You know, call me Rav for short if you want, whichever. I don't mind. So that's one thing. Another thing is, obviously, now the summer holidays are here, obviously I will have Rianne with me, and I still will be going out on investigations, but she will be with me on some of them, not all of them, but most of them. But at the moment I don't need to really go out and do any because I've got that many. We've got videos now up until I think it's about the third week in August now.
No, last week in August.
Oh, the last week of August. That's just answered my question. So we've got a lot of videos lined up. So that's that. So, and what else are we doing? Well, obviously, like I've just said, now the holidays are here. We will be going further afield. I am going hopefully to Worcestershire, Stratford, Stafford, you know, I'm going here, there and everywhere. In the upcoming weeks, hopefully we are be going we will be going down to Edgware Road, where I would like to do an investigation near and visit the grave of late Amy Winehouse and see if we get communication with her. And also is it Highgate?
Highgate, yeah.
Highgate Cemetery, which is meant to be very active and very haunted.
Lot
So
of people in there.
and there's also, Richard's just told me that there's a lot of famous people in there. So that is one thing we will be doing. So there's more new adventures to come, not much churchyards and graveyards. I will be doing more tunnels. I will be doing more railway stations, disused of course, and obviously level crossings, because we don't all just presume that it's only churches and graveyards and cemeteries and all of that are haunted. You know, the amount of people that have lost lives on level crossings and history of railway stations and abandoned railway lines. So that will be good. Another thing I want to talk about today as well, not only just to have a catch up with you guys and to see if you're all well and hope you've been doing good, but one of the things I have got to talk about, and it again is associated with the paranormal. You probably won't think it is to do with paranormal, but it's 100% paranormal. Obviously, I'm studying demonology, and that is just absolutely screwing with my head. I'm struggling with it. But the first thing I want to come to is dreams and the paranormal. Now, everybody dreams, okay? Cats dreams, dogs dream, all us humans dream. And it was really, really funny because I used to have a dream about some black gates, and I drew the gates out. Well, Richard drew them, and I was going along this driveway. I was dreaming virtually every night about this. Going along this driveway, and right in front of me was a pair of big black gates. And I couldn't see beyond the gates. As soon as I got up to the gates, I just couldn't get through. And I just really, really didn't know why, but it was happening over and over again. And we were out, can't think where we were now. We went out, and obviously I was wearing my Rugby Ghost Hunters t-shirt, and a lady stopped me and she says, "Can I have a word with you?" And I thought nothing of it. I thought, yeah, okay, fair enough. And she says, "You have got such a beautiful pinkish white aura around you." And I was a bit like, well, okay, that's fine. We've got a weirdo here. But actually getting to know her now, she is actually a clairvoyant, and she is just amazing. We're friendly with each other now. We chat to each other, but she does the darker side of the paranormal. She can conjure stuff. She does spells and everything. She's not a witch, but she goes along that lines. But she can see things, you know. And she said to me, she says, "You've got a beautiful pinky whitish aura around you." She says, "You are absolutely surrounded by protection." She says, "And you're a beautiful woman to be around." So I thought no more of it. And then she said, and I will be going on to this shortly when we get into the category of demons. She says, "You've seemed a bit troubled recently." And I was like, "No, not really." And she says, "There's been an illness in the family." And I didn't click on at first, but then Rich nudged me and he went, "Melissa." And I went, "Well, yeah, my daughter was in hospital." She says, "That's what it was." She says, "You've had a upset, you've had some sickness within the family." And she says, you let your guard down, you broke down the doors." Just made me jump. The doors come open, but it's a bloody cat. Bloody cat's come through the door. But all I seen was the door open out the corner of my eye. So we're in talks now with this lady, and she's absolutely brilliant. She's
That's the culprit.
This is the ghost that came through the door. Look, say hello. Hi. Go on, skaboodle.
You're the culprit, isn't it?
So she was a lovely lady, and we are in talks now, and she's going to teach me more of the dark web, and she's going to teach me like the bad stuff, so I get to know a variety of everything. So that's that, and I'll come back to the demon side at the moment. But at the moment, I want to talk about dreams and the paranormal. Now, she suggested this book to me, 12,000 Dreams Interpreted. Now, it is actually a really, really, really good book. I love this. I'm halfway through now already. You know, I've just got that little bit to read. This is a brilliant book, and I love it because it tells you all about your dreams and your kind of dreams that you have. And like I was saying, I had a dream where I was coming up to these black gates and I couldn't go any further. And basically, I told her about my dream. I said, look, well, I had this dream about these gates. And she says, what that interprets is that you've got something in your life that is stopping you. And until you recognise it, you won't get through those gates. So I was like, right, okay, just blah, blah, blah. Keep an eye on it, whatever. And anyway, she was going through it all and we were chatting and everything. And I had the rest of the dreams a few days after that. But then I don't know if something happened or what, I don't know. But I didn't have the dream after that. So did I actually sort out something that was stopping me from opening these gates in my subconscious mind about these things? And this is what these dreams are about. Now, like I said, dreams and the paranormal. When it comes to dreams, it is, that's right, I have to write down so many notes because my head's like a sieve. I have to write so many notes down. So what are dreams? Why do we dream? What does the dream mean? Well, one of the factors is that we dream because we just want to escape our everyday of life's ups and downs, and you just want to escape it all. So sometimes you will probably find yourself all of a sudden just staring at the wall or something because you are in a subconscious daydream. It could be a prophecy of what's going on in your life or a prophecy of what's to come in your life. And this is all relates to your subconscious mind with the paranormal as well. And it could be a loved one as well, giving you some sort of message and sign to actually say, look, take note, something's not right here, or I'm happy here, I'm safe with you, everything's fine. And to give us clarity in life, you know, just to help us get through all these problems that we have. So when you do these investigations, and when you're a paranormal investigation, you have got a subconscious mind. Now the mind can play very, very good tricks on you, and I've noticed this now since doing more investigations. I have actually channeled in, because that was another thing she said to me. She says, you have got a gift about you, but you're not recognizing it. So I was like, okay, so what does that mean? And we ended up going to Mackie D's for a coffee. We were just chatting. Basically, I have got a gift. I have got an ability to sense things. Now, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a medium, I'm not a clairvoyant in any way, but everybody has an ability, but it's just whether or not we tune into that. And I've now opened up my mind more, and I've now tuned in more. So now I am more sensitive. I can actually sense now, using my third eye, my subconsciousness, I can actually sense things that are there and feel things. So I hope people are joining in because no one's commenting yet.
You haven't got any comments, I don't know why.
I haven't got any comments. So, okay, so hello to everyone who's joining me. So there are four. It's all right, Richard's showing me his phone.
You comment on that.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Donna. Hope you're both doing well. Hope all is good. I'll keep Richard's phone by the side of me so I can read the comments and whatnot. But anyway, there are 4 kinds of dreams that we have in life. And you've got your nightmares, which are obviously your terrors, and you wake up fearful and frightened and scared. Then you've got your reoccurring nightmares, which these are the dreams that happen over and over and over again. And then you've got your reoccurring dreams that happen over and over again. So if you're dreaming of, say, for example, if you're dreaming of a door, for example, just take that's popped into my head. There is something in your life that is stopping you from going through that door. And until you try and figure it out what it is it a loved one? Is someone actually trying to tell you something that you've got to get over it before that door opens? This is what it's all about. So you've got your nightmares and your reoccurring dreams. The next one, have you got your healing dreams? Now, these are really interested in me. I'm really interested in these because these are the kind of dreams that loved ones come to you and they just come to say, look, I'm okay, you're okay, everything's going to be okay. Just to let you know, I'm still around. I still watch over you. I still protect you. I still guide you. And they're your healing dreams. They're the nice dreams to have. Then you have your epic dreams. Now, these epic dreams are ones that the dream, because I've done it myself, that when you dream, but you really actually do think you are there in that present time. You think you are actually doing it, but you're not, you're dreaming it. That is your subconscious, whether it was a past life or whether it was something that happened. You are living that dream. So when people say, oh, you're living the dream, actually take it on board that the dream you're having, if it's an epic dream and it's all thing, you are actually living that dream, but you don't know it because your subconscious mind, you need to tune into this subconscious mind. And then obviously the other dream is your lucid dreams. Now, these are the naughty dreams, if you want to put it like that. These are the ones that your sexual dreams, your adult dreams, if you want to call it that. These are the ones that interprets that something is not right with your relationship or with your partner, or you need to explore more, and you are missing that certain je ne sais quoi, if you want to put it like that. And then obviously you've got your daydreams. Now, these are dreams, again, your subconscious mind will take over, and you need to understand these kind of daydreams, because we've all sat there and we've all just stared at the wall, and people click fingers in front of you and you sort of like snap out of it. These are the dreams and the daydreams that are happening now, and these are messages from loved ones. And this is what this clairvoyant was telling me, they are messages from loved ones. So that's good. So some of the examples in this book, I mean, I have got them here. I have got my notes. So there's some here, if you can read some of those, like imposter, incubator, incense. So if you go for incense, it dreams of smelling incense or burning, foretells the lightening of burdens. So if you've got a burden or you keep dreaming of incense and things keep happening, incense will lighten those burdens. So you could be the point where burn incense, do something to try and lift these. It's basically a dictionary. And then you've got things like fog. There you go. I don't know if you can see it. Fog. Where are we? Fog. There. To dream of travelling through a dense fog suggests trouble and business worries or family worries. To emerge from the fog foretells a journey that wearing something but profitable. So I've still got to understand these. But like I say, it's I know. So if you dream of scratching up there, look, scratching. It says there, to scratch others in your dream indicates that you will be ill-tempered and fault-finding in your dealings with others. But if you get scratched, you will be injured by the enemy of someone deceitful. So basically that means someone will try and grab you and scratch you and hurt you and try and tear you down from piece by piece. So this is really, really interesting. I'm so glad I got this book. So let me just, so I've still got my notes here. So some I've just written out for you quickly so I can read. Obviously, if you dream of death or dying, it means that there is severe sickness within a family or an upcoming sickness within a family. And it also portrays that you are worrying about something in life, that what happens at the end of it, what happens, you know, am I gonna die, that's one of the factors. But that's not, it's just you're dealing with problems in life but you don't know it, but you're dreaming about dying and everything. These are the problems you need to sort out. All these dreams are all with the paranormal, and like I say, talking to this clairvoyant and chatting to her, and you know, I'm in contact with her now. She will, you know, she's helping me study and she's given me lots of tips and ideas and advice. And, you know, she sent me so many emails about dreams and studying and everything. And I've even got the contact number of a professor of psychology who will quite happily speak to me with regards to dreams. So that's about death. If you dream about bowels, then that's it. You're over. A death is imminent. How do you say it? What's the word? Imminent? Not instant, imminent, or whatever the word is anyway. And if you have a dream of being alone in the dark, that's another one. That the darkness is afraid of being alone or being left somewhere where you're not familiar with. So if you dream of the dark or you don't like being in the dark, then you have got a problem with feeling lonely. And to break that darkness, obviously it means being a bit of a outrovert, if you want to call it, going out and lifting that. If you have a deja vu, which I have had many a times, I've had a dream and I've seen a particular place and I've gone out in the car and there it is in front of me or at the side of me, wherever. And I'm just like, oh my God, this was in my dreams. What does that mean? Deja vu is a reoccurring problem that needs sorting. So whether it's health, family, finance, you know, anything like that, because you keep having it and it's a deja vu moment, it needs sorting as soon as. But I've got lots of bits and bobs that if it's all confusing for you and you're not sure, then, you know, let me know and we'll go on from there. And again, if you dream of numbers, that is basically financial worries. You know, numbers, financial difficulties, financial worries, whether you're going to get any money or, you know, things like that. So that's all really good. But take a note, if you start finding that you're dreaming, one thing you try and do is take a pen and a notepad at the side of your bed. And if you have one of these dreams where you wake up, write down, I know it's hard because when you just wake up suddenly, you know, you can't remember everything, but if you can, try and keep a note of these dreams, because when these dreams happen, eventually, if you tune into your subconscious and like your third eye sort of thing, your senses, you will put a picture together of that dream and then you'll be able to understand it more. So keep a record of your dreams and keep a note of them. One of the things in this book, it really made me chuckle, and it will make you lot chuckle. If you dream of, and this will make you laugh, believe me. If you dream of, and I can find it, S-H-S. Basically, if you dream of anything to do with poo or your bum, then It really is. Basically, you have got, there you go. That word there, look. There, look. No, where are we? Hang on. Anus. So to dream of your bum and to dream of poo and stuff, I shouldn't laugh, but this is funny. It's basically you need to get rid of the waste in your life. So that could represent that if you are a bit of a hoarder and it's getting to you, then you need to clear, basically, excuse the pun, but you need to clean that shit out. So that's what it means. So that's really good. So I'm doing dreams and everything. And also, let me breathe. Obviously, I'm still super excited about the tunnel I did Friday.
That's one we want to do.
Oh, excuse me. Right. Breathe. Next thing I'm really super up. I'm surprised at, and this is really screwing my head up, is the A to Z of demons and demonology. Now, when we say demons, the first thing that pops into your head obviously is Satan and hell, and you know, he's the big man with big horns and big. That's one of the symbols, by the way, because I will be going through symbols, but that's a symbol for people who have been trying to summon demons. Now, I didn't know this, and it's only since doing this demonology and working with this clairvoyant, like I said, that there, in the Christian religion, there are 72 demons. 17 of those are female demons. Now, when we say demons, straight away we mean, oh, bad luck, evil, possession, everything. This isn't the case. Not all demons are bad. Some demons will actually bring you good fortune, good wealth, good health. You know, if you want protection or something, some of these demons will do that. Now, you've got your let me there. I'm just looking through my notes. Just bear with me. My notes are all asked about face. Right. Blah, blah. And I can find oh yeah, that's it. You have got, all in all, there is over about 250,000 demons. And what these demons are, they're different demons for different religion. So like I say, you've got 72 for the Christian and 17 those are female. Then you've got your Jewish demons. Then you've got your Greek demons, your Egyptian demons, and your Indian and other countries' demons like that. So when I say demons, what's the first thing that comes into your head? Satan. Satan isn't the king of all demons. Okay? He's second in command. The one that you want to be scared of is, when I can find it, it's being second in command. Look at all these notes. Look at all these notes. They're there and everywhere. Right, where are we? I will find it. Here we go. The main demon of all demons, and this is going back to Jewish demonology, but he is an all-rounder, is Asmodeus. Now, he is the absolutely head of all the demons in the world. Doesn't matter what religion. He is the main one. Satan is second in command. Asmodeus is basically the big guy. You know, forget Satan, forget Lucifer and all of that. If you have a dream with him or he comes to you, then, you know, you better run, because he is the most evilest, nastiest demon you can ever come across. He will trick you. He will be cunning with you. He can be manipulative. He can shapeshift. He can possess you. He can make you ill. He can make you do things that you don't want to do. He is the main one, and he controls all the demons in the world. Like I say, some demons are not nasty. In Egyptian mythology, you've got, I'll have to refer back to my book, Egyptian Christian, Jewish, Buddhism, Christian, Hindu, Christian, where is it? So you've got your Japanese demons like your Shinigami, and they are people who will protect dead loved ones. They will protect, and like I say, you've got. I'll just go through them quickly. So some of the demons in Christian demonology is Ammon. You've got Abaddon. You've got Abazithabu. You've got Abraxas, Abazu, Zozo, Achilles. You know, you've got it basically like that one there. Where are we? Go that way. That one there. Ashima. I don't know what that word is. Basically, a Deriva is a violent and destructive female demon, corruption of fury and aggression, and she is one of the 7 divas or divine beings who oppose the righteous forces. So she's associated with pain, suffering, death, conflict, hatred, and wrath. So that's some of them. I've only got a few here that I'm just going to go through with you. What are demons? Demons are basically fallen angels. These are angels that rebelled against God, and therefore God banished them into hell. And why do people supposedly get possessed by demons? Why do we have demons? Well, basically, demons are there to get everyone to rebel against your faith and your religion. So it's one of those things that if, like, you know, you hear saying from people say that, oh, the demons in my head made me do it. You know, it's probably true, because some of these demons can come through to you through thought, through dreams. Some of them can actually possess you, but you've got to be really, really broken down, literally. And we've all got an aura. And this is what another thing is clairvoyant was saying, that we've all got an aura around us, and it only takes one slight little bit of that aura to break down. And if you're thinking all bad stuff and everything, then the demons will know this, and they will come and break you down, and they will get to you. That's what they do. That is why they do it. And like I say, speaking to her, I said that, oh, you know, talking about Melissa and the problems we've had with her, and she's been in hospital, and we thought we were going to lose her. When I had that thought, she went, stop. And I said, why? What's the matter? She said, you had Agmarordian. I think it's Agmarordian. Agmadormion or Agradormion or something. Agradormion. And basically, he is a demon that he is depicted as a man with long hair and fiery eyes. And basically he will cause, because there's a female demon as well that can do the same thing. He will basically be horrible and, you know, cause upset and dream. But with any demons, like she said to me, she says, all you've got to do is have faith and be strong. Don't fear them, because demons will feed off fear. And if you break down, or if you show them any kind of weakness or any kind of fear, you know, you're in for it, because that's how they get you. They can manipulate it. So you could be going somewhere. I haven't yet come across any demonic entities. I've had negative entities and stuff like that. That's fine. But you will know when you've got a demonic attachment, or you've got a demonic entity with you or beside you. So watch out for that one. Like I say, you've got your common demons, is like your Solomon. He can summon any form of demon if you want. You just call out for him, recite his name, and you picture him in your mind, and you can summon him, and he can summon any other demon that he wants to. Then obviously you've got Lucifer, and he rebelled against his father, but he rebelled against the pride of his father. He didn't like his father's pride, so he was an angel originally, but then he fallen angel and he became a demon. Then you've got Asmodeus, she is a female demon, and she will prey on young men and men of a sexual age, and she likes to lure men into thinking, and this is honestly, this is God's honest truth. She will actually lure men into thinking that they are having some sort of relationship with a woman, but they're not. Okay, then you've got your Beelzebub, known as the Lord of the Flies, and he's associated with gluttony and money, greed and stuff like that. So that's fine. You have got also Belial, Belial, and basically what he does is he will deceive you, he will cause wrecking to you, he will be really not nice. And then you've got your ones that, like I say, that can manipulate, be cunning. These are your trickster demons. So you've got Loki, you've got Coyote, and you've got Anansi. But they're all different demons of different religions. So let's go on to my next page. I couldn't remember this if I hadn't write it all down. Obviously, you've got Lilith. That's one of the female demons of Christian demonology. And she will show herself as a succubus, which means basically a female version of an incubus. So she will shapeshift, she will come to you, she will prey on you, everything. And Lilith was Adam's first wife, but obviously Adam didn't want Lilith, so he went with Eve, and Lilith refused to be subservient and became a demon of seduction. So this is why she's one of these female demons that will convince men that she's the only one for them, and that's it. Lamia, she is a Greek and a Christian demon, and she likes to prey on children and pregnant women, bringing pain, heartbreak, miscarriage, and suffering. Then you've got Agrabat Mahalat, which is the demon of lust and sexual desires, and she will come to you in your sleep, and she will obviously do whatever. And then you've got your Baba Yaga, which she is a witch demon. Now she's the one as well to be feared of, because she can come out and she can get you, and she will get you. So there's all these so many demons. Basically you just need a lot of faith and a lot of protection, and then you can. One thing as well that she spoke to me, and this clairvoyant, she's going to be actually teaching me how to conjure some of these spirits, but she won't let me loose doing it properly until I know for definite that she knows I'm confident with it. But because she said to me, and she held my hand and she said, you've got such an aura of protection around you, she said it shouldn't be a problem. So she can do she can help me provoke the demonic people if she wanted to. Whether I do it or not with her, I don't know. I haven't crossed that bridge yet. So how do we want to summon demons? What's the best way we can do it? Obviously, you don't want to go out there and summon demons. Demons can be summoned through Ouija boards because they are a portal between hell and earth. They're nothing to do with heaven. So you are calling upon the depth of the fallen angels to come to you. But if you want to actually summon a demon, you have to think of that demon, you have to picture that demon, and you have to say that demon's name 6 times, and then cause or tell the demon what you want to do. And it's lashing it down. I've just heard it out there. It's lashing it down. And basically, they will cause havoc on whoever you want to cause havoc to. It's like putting a hex, a curse on someone. So that is that. So the next one is the conjurers. You can conjure spirits using either spells, Ouija board, meditation, or basically rituals. And you can also do offerings of like blood, animals, incense, or symbolic symbols that people have tried to conjure up. And then obviously you've got your necromancy, which is calling up the spirits or the demons of your loved ones that you want them to come forward. So that's how you do that. To actually summon a demon, you will have to do Latin, because all demons do Latin. Now, the Latin, if you want to summon a demon, you have to say secula secularum, Satan, secularum, Satan. You have to say it 6 times. Picture the demon. Do it in a dark place, but be very, very cautious. So you have to say secularum 6 times with the demon's name, and then T invoco a profundus infernae, which basically I am asking the darkest of demons to come and summon unto thee. So you say, like I've just said, secularum T invoco a profundus infernae. If you keep saying that over and over again, you will summon a demon. End of. That's what she told me anyway. So I'm not going to try it, because at the moment there's nobody out there that I hate. I'm just, so yeah, I'm going to be doing things like that, learning more about the dark side of paranormal and the dark web. She has given me a link to a dark website where you can, and you've probably seen it on some of these paranormal programs, where they buy items, but it's from the dark web, so you don't know what that item is. It could be a pair of shoes. I know one paranormal TV show did it. They ordered a mystery bag, and in there they got a voodoo doll, they got a dead bird, they got a doll, and they got a Bible, and he had it in his house, and all shit broke loose. So he ended up getting rid of that box. So I'm getting into that as well. So I will be looking into the dark web and finding out more about it. Symbols associated with demons. Basically, you've got your pentagrams, but not all pentagrams are demonic. Some of them are actually blocking the demonic entities. They're for protection, they're blocking, they're traps basically to stop the demons. If you go anywhere on an investigation, or you've gone somewhere and you see these symbols here, let me turn them, no, that way around. If you see these symbols here, then obviously someone has been trying to conjure up a demon. So if you see any of those symbols, including that one as well, so if you see that, oh, I think Rugrat's coming down the stairs. That one is the main one to be concerned about, because if you see that in any of the buildings or everything, that is almost, here she comes, that is almost 100% someone is trying to conjure up something. Here she comes, little Miss Boring Pants, saying that she's bored and everything. You're going to say hello to everyone. Hello.
Where's the camera?
The camera's here, look. Say hello.
What, up there?
Say hello.
Wait, what?
Hello. There you go. So, yeah, that's why I've got to move my camera down now. There we go. So, and other signs of symbols to summon the demon of hell.
Oh.
Is obviously those 4 symbols there. To summon a common demon of hell. So if you see any of these symbols, be very careful, and then you can create a summoning circle.
Oh, how do you do that?
Right. Leave mum to bed.
So these are some of the symbols there. And then you've got those ones here. So these are all what they can see it all. If can't, I will send them a copy. It's not a problem, sweetheart.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's with demons. How do we get rid of demons? How can you expel them? Well, that is easy. What you need to do is rule out the cause of your demonic, not possession, I wouldn't say possession, but the cause of this. If you feel like you've got something not nice attached to you, you can obviously burn sage, you recite the Lord's Prayer, and a prayer for protection, the St. Michael's Prayer. Obviously, bang pots and pans, the louder the noises, because demons don't like noises.
Yes.
So the louder you go, the more noise you make, the more it's meant to scare them off. Holy water on everything, and you can get this from a Catholic church. You just take a normal bottle and you just ask for some holy water, and you literally douse everywhere in holy water. And then you call upon your loved ones and your protection and your spiritual guides to come and protect you. Another one as well is if you sprinkle just normal table salt. It doesn't have to be any special salt. I know I use Himalayan sea salt because that's just me. But any salt, always put them in your doorways. So a demon cannot, because demons don't like salt, they don't like silver, and they don't like iron. So if you sprinkle a salt circle, or if you put a salt across your door, demons will not come in because they do not like salt. And one thing as well is be more religious, think about happy memories, think about love, think about kindness, think about your family, because demons do not like love. They like hate, rebellion, and all of this. So, and obviously you summon demons in the evening, because if you do it in sunlight, nothing will happen, because they don't like sunlight. This is why they're in dark places. This is why they like to hide. So, basically, all demons are just fallen angels that have been banished from heaven, and they just want to cause chaos on the living. So that's just a bit of an insight into demonology. I will obviously got more research to do. My head's buzzing at the moment with it. So that is that. But yeah, rugby ghost hunters will be going further afield. I will be going back to that tunnel, like I said in my investigation. I don't know when, maybe in a few months, maybe in a few years, I don't know. And if I do return to the tunnel, it will not be for an investigation, because I know Ree wants to go and see the tunnel. But like I say, it really is.
Down the line as well.
Oh, there's another one down Maidenwell, is it? Is that Maidenwell? Maidenwell Tunnel. That's another thing that we're going to investigate, or we're going to be investigating. Obviously, we've got Edgware Road, we've got London to do, Worcestershire, all those surrounding areas. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. Obviously, now Sally will be joining me again, because now things have settled down after her partner's mum died. Unfortunately, we couldn't attend the funeral because we had a meeting about Melissa, and everybody got together. So, I did go and pay my respects to her partner's mum, and I did see where she is laid to rest, and it's in a cemetery that me and Sally have done before, and I know I've done it with Paul as well. So, oh, you're too warm. Oh, geez, man, just too warm. Maudi Alvi. Monday Alvi. Maudi Alvi. So, yeah, so that's what Rugby Ghost Hunters have got lined up. So further afield, further investigations, railway crossings, old train stations, abandoned tunnels, and everything. And like I say, you will still see on some of my videos, I will still be introducing myself as Joe or Joanne, but these were done weeks and weeks before I changed my name. So if anyone sees me out and about, don't call me Joe, don't call me Joanne, because I won't answer you. Either call me Ralph or Raven, one or the other. I really don't mind, unless there's other people that call me other things out there, which I will just go and do one. But yeah, so that's just a bit of a catch up, and just give you a bit of a brief about demons. I know I've probably waffled on too quick, but I get overexcited and I do like to talk quick. So if you want me to go slower, or if you want me to explain in more detail, even if you have a dream and you want me to try and decipher what that dream means, let me know, because I will try and do my best. And if I can't help you, I will reach out to somebody who can tray it back to me and go on from there. So,
Mum, where is that dream book that you ordered?
I've already got it, darling. I've already showed them. So it's right. You can tell it's the holidays. She's bored already, and it hasn't even started yet. The official holidays start tomorrow. When she left school Friday, it was a bit heartbreaking, a bit tearful. She was crying, I was crying, teachers were crying. Because to all the kids out there that are moving on up to schools, or whether they're just starting school or leaving school, if anyone's listening out there, they've got family with children doing that, I wish them all the very best of luck for the future, whether it's further education, whether it's college, university, or they're just starting school. I wish them all the very best of luck. And it is quite a big milestone to actually go, because we've had 4 years of primary, and now obviously Ree's going up to high school. She will be going to Holton. What?
Wasn't
Yeah,
it
you've had
four?
4 years at Paddocks.
Wait, how?
Oi.
Year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6. You've had 4 years. She's a nutter. She didn't know. Oh, God, whatever. But yeah, so good luck to all the families out there that have got kids moving up to schools and everything. Good luck to you all. Rianne J, can you put that back, please? This is what happens. Now the school holidays are here, she's winding me up, and this is how I get agitated. So if you hear someone gobbing off down the street, don't worry, it's just me shouting at the kid. So we'll leave it there then. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Anybody think I'm doing an investigation? Thank you for joining me on this live. Hope I've made it interesting. Like I say, any questions or anything like that, just get into contact with me and I will try and help you the best that I can. Obviously, I'm working with this clairvoyant and everything, so she will help me as well. And yeah, go on from there. So enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Haven't decided what we're having for tea yet. I don't know. Stop being stupid. Yours are on the stairs with your coat hangers.
Yeah.
That's right. We've been to Milton Keynes this morning, just for a different change of atmosphere. It's a lovely place, that is. And she wanted some more hair bubbles and everything, so we got the little shops there. But yeah, so like I say, thanks for joining me on this live. Hope you all have a brilliant Sunday afternoon, and if you are off with the kids during the holidays, have fun, happy memories. I know it's boring, and if the weather does, because at the moment this weather's absolutely so temperamental. 1 minute we're wearing shorts and t-shirts, next minute we're wearing jumpers, socks and boots, because it is just so unpredictable. And if you, like I said, going back to the tunnel, if you want to go to the tunnel, check out the Oxenden Tunnel. That's what it's called. It is haunted. It is 110% haunted. I was so proud of myself with what we caught, especially when we heard that voice that said here. None of us heard that at the time. And it weren't until we came back and myself and Richard sat down in front of the computer and we started editing that we heard that voice and the whistling. And, one person has reached out to me and said, well, Richard must have been smoking, because we were going down to that tunnel. None of us, because obviously I vape, Richard vapes and Sally vapes. And we all left our vapes in the car because we knew that it would interfere with the investigation, so we didn't take it. But obviously that mist and then that fog that goes down, you wouldn't get that with a vape, because when you vape, I'll show you, right? When you vape, you get a straight line. But this wasn't a straight line. This was like a haze floating. I don't know why I just showed you the vape. I don't normally vape when I do my lives. Sorry. Yeah, and it was like that smoky haze. I can't explain that. I never saw that. None of us saw it. But we knew we were not alone in that tunnels. And like I say, it's not for the faint-hearted. If you don't like the dark, if you don't like closed in things, because once you're in that tunnel, there is only one way. You either go up or you go down. And if you're in the middle of the tunnel and you are scared, there is bats in that tunnel as well, but the bats didn't bother me. But yeah, it was an absolutely fantastic investigation, and it was the first for rugby ghost hunters that we actually managed to get some compelling and to me anyway, groundbreaking paranormal evidence that was captured. So I just cannot wait now. So it just proves, if you go there, go to a location and you think, oh, this is going to be a load of crap and everything, it's not. Keep listening back to the videos, because you'll see things and you'll hear things that you didn't see when you did the investigation. So on that note then, guys, once again, thank you for joining me on this live. Please stay safe when we do get this hot weather coming back. Please stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated. Please check in on others. It's not just people that suffer in this heat, it's the animals too. Just be safe and look after yourself. So on that note then, as usual, I will say stay safe, happy hunting, look after yourself, take care, and from myself, Raven, and everybody else with the Boo crew, we will check in and see you again very shortly. So enjoy, guys, and I'll check in with you soon. Bye. Bye. There we go. There we go.